Picture this. The year is 1919 Chicago, a city teeming with opportunity and crime. A city of hustle and bustle, where fortunes could be made as easily as they could be lost. It was during this time that the Windy City became a hub for a particularly notorious brand of entrepreneurship, organized crime. In the midst of the Prohibition era, bootlegging became a lucrative business. And at the heart of it all was Al Capone, a man whose name became synonymous with the Chicago mob. His reign was merciless, ruthless, and shockingly violent. The 1922 St. Valentine's Day Massacre, a cold-blooded execution of 7 men in broad daylight, stands as a chilling testament to the lawless nature of this period. As the years rolled on, the mob's influence began to wane, the iron fist of Capone's rule gradually loosening its grip. But the city was not destined for peace. A new era of crime was just around the corner. Fast forward to the 1960s, a time of social upheaval and the birth of a new breed of criminal organizations, street gangs. As the Chicago mob began to fade, street gangs like the Vice Lords and the Gangster Disciples rose from the ashes, gaining power and influence. These groups, often born out of necessity for protection and survival, soon became major players in illegal activities, notably the drug trade. Chicago, once synonymous with the likes of Al Capone, was now home to a different kind of criminal enterprise. The city witnessed an unprecedented surge in violence, as these gangs fought fiercely over territory and control. The impact was felt far beyond the city's borders, with the ripple effects touching every corner of society. In a notable attempt to broker peace, a summit was held in 1992. Gang leaders gathered in an unprecedented move to quell the violence. Despite these efforts, the gang's influence persisted. Despite efforts to curb their influence, these gangs continue to shape Chicago's landscape. Now, we find ourselves in the present day, where the legacy of these criminal organizations can still be felt. The streets of Chicago today are marked by the shadows of past mobsters and gang leaders. Their influence has morphed into a modern menace that continues to shape the city's narrative. Gang violence in Chicago has become a pressing issue, with innocent lives caught in the crossfire. These are not just statistics, but stories of real people whose lives have been irrevocably changed. The city's history, steeped in crime and power struggles, has undeniably shaped its current situation. Yet, amidst the turmoil, there's a glimmer of hope. Law enforcement agencies and community organizations are relentlessly working to curb this violence. They aim to rewrite the narrative, turning the tide on a history that has long cast a shadow over the city. In the heart of the Windy City, the echoes of the past continue to reverberate, a haunting reminder of its tumultuous history.